And welcome back to Quad V, guys. We're bringing you Team ESPC versus TCM in the upper bracket finals, where they'll be playing it out on backlot to secure their place in the grand final tomorrow and secure themselves the round advantage, or the map advantage.
Indeed.
I am Menace.
Yeah, and I'm Machine, and obviously it's not just backlot. We do have a best of 3 ahead of us, which is going to be a bit of an... I'd like to see it go 3 maps. What about yourself?
I definitely too. And it is going to be a close game, especially against these two teams. You know, the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed, TCM grabbing the number 2 seed after their, I wouldn't say disappointing play at Grunix, but...
not ideal, I think it was
not ideal.
way of describing
I feel they could have done a little bit better.
ESPC, though, I think rightfully so. They've got a lot of great servers. I hadn't quite realised their achievements. They've got a lot of land, well, not land wins, but land performances, definitely.
Definitely, so let us jump right into this matchup. Okay. They have now decided to get ready to go. Knives have been done, and attack shall be in TCM's favor. ESPC taking defense. ESPC.h.ed. And a quick little rush runner before we start for TCM. We have Lubishmir, Jermaine, Paradox, Hectic, and Froster. And then for ESPC, we have Salvax, Fake, Replant, Nabaski, and Saruz. And now, where is your money going?
Now...
It looks like they're actually doing the knife now.
Well,
can I get it wrong?
I'm going to say ESPC, and this is not to slag off Fragmasters off. They played an amazing backlot later into the game, but just looking at how strong TCM started and how well they played more towards the end in the second MR3, I'd say the TCM is strong on this map.
All right.
However, ESPC got it.
So they now have the choice of sides, and where will they be going? Will they be staying on the same sides? Will they be taking defense? Of course, defense, some might prefer the slower, more keen play, or more defensive play, let's not say keen. Or will TCM... Oh, right, they are doing... they're staying on the sides. Froster's asking if they're vetoing. Maps are decided, Mr. Froster. You should know this. You might be a little bit confused with the normal knife elimination where the teams would generally...
It's simply your presence in Shoutcaster that's thrown him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think...
Well, he has been a little bit... He's been pecking at me this weekend. He's been pestering me away constantly, and rightfully so. He is one of the top players. Yeah. He is about a head and a half shorter than me, but...
I was so unaware of his height. I had him down.
I mean, we're not calling him short. We're just not saying... We're saying he's vertically inclined.
Inclined.
I don't know, disadvantaged.
Challenged, some might say.
Vertically challenged.
Yeah. As opposed to Lubishmir, who's an absolute hulk of a man. He's so tall.
Hectic is pretty awesome.
Hectic's cool.
He gets very excited over his
What do you think of Hectic's, being picked up? I mean, he's a great player. He's been playing for quite a long time. But joining a team like TCM, would you say he's been keeping up nicely? Would you say you'd have seen it coming?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, literally the last massive presence. I mean, the biggest presence I know him from was the Simon Asuba.
Right. Yeah.
And
of course.
I mean, even
that was
back
just prior
then,
to this, wasn't it?
Yeah. And, I mean, we all know him to be such a good player, so I can't say it's a wrong pickup for TCM.
No.
And, I mean, it's definitely one of the better choices they had.
Yeah, well, what other choices do they have is a good question. They want to keep a whole, well, I was going to say a whole check lineup, but you see actually Jermaine playing from, which was a, which is a complete wrong, well, I think Jermaine's actually
has got a check haircut.
He does have a check haircut, yeah. And he has been playing with his shoes off, with the socks, which I'd say is quite check.
I mean, we all know how Cower comes across with his
Crocs and socks.
His onesie and Crocs.
Onesie and Crocs and socks, a powerful gaming combo. I'd recommend.
I mean, everyone has a different style of gaming.
It's true.
I mean,
it's true.
But either way, still waiting for Team ESPC before we hit underway in this matchup. While we have this time.
You're so incredibly Finnish. Froster claims.
Now, while we do have this time, it seems like ESPC are finally readying up. And just Jermaine left. Now, will we get this final underway is the big question. And here we go, guys. Map number 1, Team ESPC versus TCM Gaming, where we will be seeing it played out on backlot. ESPC will be on defense. TCM will be on attack. It is the upper bracket finals to secure their place in the grand finals and have a point advantage moving forward. Now let's take it away with the scopes. Oddly enough, we actually have got a scope on this map. It is Paradox has got that bomb. We have seen him play this position while up against Fragmasters in their earlier matchup, which was a stunner of a match. Be sure to go check that one out on the boards.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. Well, I mean, we saw some great play from individuals, but also great team play from both.
And now it's all down to Napaski very early on. And wow, Napaski quick reactions takes out Hectic. 1 versus 4. And Labashmir mid-roof takes out Napaski, and wow, that mid-roof. If ESPC don't learn very quickly about mid-roof, it is going to plague them for the rest of this match.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'm going to pick up with Froster just out of interest, see if they're doing the same thing again. Him and Paradox played something quite cheeky on that B. The bomb goes with Paradox. Him and Froster, yeah, they're doing exactly the same thing again. Take note, ladies and gentlemen. Froster and Paradox. The SMGs push mid, well, an SMG and an AK push mid. Hectic doing a great job there, taking down Saras. And he clears out Ruins as Paradox looks for the picks with that bomb in his hands. The pressure's still being put on mid and A. And Froster calmly makes his way across. Though Fake not going down easily. Now Salvax, I'm trying to pronounce it, does go down there. Not Sluix. And it's not working so well this time. Paradox on his own up against 2. It's just in mid, just getting away from that garage player who's making his way to spawn street as he's going to actually go back to A. What could have been a nice B plant is not going to go this way anytime soon. Heavily tagged, not going to go down straight away. Looking to land a ridiculous no-scope. I wouldn't call that what we call a no-hope no-scope, but no. I still think this could go his way. One's already pushed to JCB, does get spotted. Red dotting on for Paradox, and this could so easily go his way. Doesn't though, as Fake takes him down, and that's 1-for-1, tit for tat at the moment.
One of the things you did mention where Froster was pushing up on Ruins, one of the big things that we do see happening with, I want to say the more, you know, the more under-professional teams, where they would push someone like Ruins, as Froster did, he would, like, Froster completely dedicated himself to Ruins until he was called to look into mid. I mean, his position is to play that spot, to clear out what he needs to, and because of the team tax and you know, the way they've spoken it up before, he knows that's all he needs to cover, and he'll be helping out his team. Whereas other players might be completely distracted, trying to help out in mid, pull out the deagle, try and go for that ridiculous long range all the way to A, and it's just like Froster stayed calm. He was called to A, took out the player in mid, and then carried on pushing in Ruins because that was his task set out for him. And you know, unless something more extravagant happened, that is where he stayed and kept his mind focused. You see Froster taking out Replan, so Rue's back onto Jermaine, and now it slows down once again. Froster spots where that flash was coming out from, so he definitely knows this one in A. He's all on his own, so Rue's making his way up these bottom A stairs.
No, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't. Froster definitely does not think he's basement. I think if I was him, I'd assume that flash is definitely coming from an SMG who's still in bottom A. So good play from Saras there.
And of course, with a 1 versus 2, the ability to rotate quickly is definitely a must. So, you know, it's one of those things where you assume the smart thing to do is one thing, but then again, for that, I am not saying these guys don't have brains, but I'm saying, you know, for smart play, or to predict smart play, you actually need to have the players be smart.
Of course, yeah. Well, we see him getting heavily tagged up. He does attempt to push the player down. It's Saras, but his compadre was there, Nipazki, pardon, and another round for ESPC.
Definitely so, and so we move forward. Replan now also actually picking up scope, or has he decided that one for just a little bit of a speed boost? Is he going to be sticking to it? It looks like it. Paradox pushing up on that B side. Replan soon to follow, though. He's watching that little cross, waiting for Froster to walk in front of there. Of course, now he knows that Froster plays that B side. And now he's going to go hunting for Paradox. It slows down quite a bit. We can notice both of these teams are taking it slow, not really engaging until they know it is a definite frag. On the other hand, Hectic deciding to try something a little bit radical, flies out the back A, not going to work. Salvax gets that last frag onto Labashmir, and that's ESPC pulling 2 rounds into the lead now.
Yes, indeed. And ESPC looking very, very strong. I think their positioning is just so unusual. I thought TCM with this kind of weird B attack, split mid, kind of, I don't know, we don't see many players around A, but I don't know, I think I could be wrong now. We do see Hectic on the push towards A. One player to intercept him. Can only assume that Saras, as he has been favouring that A defence. Another player joins him now. Salvax with a nice frag onto Froster. As it becomes a 4v4, Saras does weapon switch, not making his position well and truly known by Hectic. As he's surely going to get the frag. No, Saras gets the better of him, and that was unexpected. Lubishmir spotted and tagged heavily. Chilling now in Elben. Doesn't want to go down this time, as Saras does relocate to those A stairs. Fake playing B as well. 2 players around that B side. Fake. Oh, Paradox, great shot onto Saras. He's going to regret that move as Jermaine begins to take Menace's favourite spot on that top mid. Be interested to see how he plays that. You know, he just straight away moved down. Nothing for him as Bomb is still. Paradox is definitely going to be the bomb man of this side for TCM as Tin makes himself known. Paz with a great frag onto Lieberschmier, making that one player down on the A side. Still bomb going B for TCM. Not much options now as 28 seconds on the clock. Begins to push Laundry. I don't think really he's going to be expected as Salvax does get the frag onto Jermaine. All on Paradox now, 21 seconds. Not looking likely still though. Pushing into Laundry. Great play from Paradox, taking down Fake, completely unexpected there. And now where is he going to get this bomb down? He definitely can't go away. He's trying to look to bait out one of the players. Spots him. Can he take him down? No, he can't. Salvax playing great CoD4 right now as it's 1-4 ESPC extend their lead. 9 frags.
Heading on into the 6th round, we do see Salvax already on 9 frags. So, really big score done for him. Where is he? That's Jermaine. There you go. SMG in hand, pushing forward here, playing a very aggressive style. And of course, with TCM playing so, I don't want to say predictably, but been playing so consistently through the same routes. He felt confidence to go and push that mid house. It did not work out for him. And TCM push up on their B side here. Jermaine going that little what?
They're falling, they're dropping like flies. Really don't feel like I'm watching TCM right now.
Now with Lieberschmier in that mid house peeking out the window. Fire going down to Jermaine in front of him. Jermaine falling back, not favoring his chances. Does look get tagged up by Napaski in mid. And Napaski laying down some fire onto Lieberschmier too. Jermaine coming for the flank though. Can he get this one right? There's the frag for him. It seems like the whole crowd is excited about it.
I think there's a CSS big game going on behind us as well. For those of you who can hear it.
And with Jermaine all on his own, goes forward, does get taken out by Saruz, and 5-1 is your scoreline, really being outclassed right now.
Let's go with Salvax. We have to see this man in action. He's doing a great job containing TCM. I just want to see how quite he's doing it. Definitely not, he hasn't been at A really once. That's all on Saraz, and so this SMG is left to roam free. And he seems to be doing that around MG as he pushes it straight in. I apologise for that one as well. As he's straight in to... Actually, he's looking to be pushing Spawn, looking for Lieberschmier. Lieberschmier has been favouring that L-bend, and Lieberschmier is there once again. Sarah's playing well, stopping that. Oh, he spots Lieberschmier. Doesn't take him down, though, as Lieber just slides away. 2 bricks as Nipazki does pick up the frag onto Hectic, though. 1 SMG down now as Paradox and Lieberschmier hold hands in that bottom A site. Wallbang coming in, no success. Oh, spoke too soon. 2 successes in a row. Nipazki and Sarah's taken down the last 2 TCM players in 6-1. A timeout surely should arrive for TCM shortly. They need to change something, and I don't think they're going to do it without a timeout.
They say that. I mean, Team ESPC just looks so strong on this map right now. And that kind of worries me because seed number 2 and 3 played it out on backlot, and, you know, they pushed it to an overtime. So those 2 seeds are so close to each other. Well, on this map, and ESPC are just running away with it right now. We do see Salvax taking out Froster, falling back, changing his angle of cover, staying diverse, to say the least. And now Hectic deciding to push into this A side. Actually has got a teammate with him. Replan pushing up onto Runes, has got scope with him. Can he do some damage with it though? That is the big question. Lieberschmier takes out Fake. Oh, Replan lands the shot onto Jermaine. That's so unlucky. I mean, all Jermaine had exposed was the top half of his body, and somehow Jermaine brushes it off and regens his health. Replan missing that jump. Gonna line that up again. It's not easy doing that jump without the use of the little ledge next to you.
There we go.
But he has practiced it quite a few times. Salvax taking out Hectic once again, playing so strong for his team. And Jermaine actually being confident enough to peek out and try and find Replan. Although Replan has completely changed his route of attack and is pushing towards mid. Lieberschmier, bottom A, it looks like they're pressing this for time. They're waiting for ESPC to push them. Unfortunately, their weight is not going to be paid off, and Jermaine drops to a headshot. Coming in there from Replan. Salvax now pushing forward. He knows where Lieberschmier is, and that's the frag. 7-1 is your scoreline. This is amazing stuff.
Finally, we see a timeout.
There we go. But, I mean, what are they going to be doing with it? What can they really change?
Well, we should really... We can see TCM there. They're really... Their eyes are on those screens. They definitely know that something needs to change, and fast. No blame is going on here. They know it's not something to do with the player. It's not an individual. It's a pure team effort, and right now it's not going their way.
I mean, Salvax sitting there on 13 frags. Replan only on 3, but, I mean, that really doesn't reflect on the team score overall.
No, I think that's actually quite... I felt like Replan was doing a good job. He's definitely putting the pressure on A. with that frag onto Jermaine. And nonetheless, though, not all about frags. I'm sure his communication has been good. You know, he's getting those spots. Even if he's missing the shots, he's getting the calls. And I have to say, Saras is doing a great job on A as well. Every time, Hectic and Frost are having a terrible... Some might say Hectic's having a bit of a hectic time in A. Every time, ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it, but every time I do these disgraceful lines, Menace is just head to palm, palm to face every single time. Disgraceful stuff.
We already had the debate. There was one of the replies on Tech9 yesterday was actually a pretty good joke. Someone asked, "Is that Fake's real name?" And then someone said, "No, it's a fake name." So we all had a chuckle, but it is Fake's real name.
Okay, so yeah, Fake's real name.
And of course, going to be getting back into this matchup. Timeout done. Let's see what TCM have changed. Let's take it away with TCM then. Jermaine rushing for that mid-house. So many nades coming in and somehow dodges all of them. And now going to be moving up to this ruins area. Gets up onto the stairs. There's no one waiting for him above. But of course, rather playing it safe than sorry. Rather spend a nade and know the area is clear and move in and die to someone you don't know was there. And Jermaine goes alive, or comes alive now, takes out Napaski. There's one on the bomb in front of him, and there's also one towards Tin. Tries to draw out some fire, but there is actually no one there.
But the B bomb, he hasn't really thought about it.
Oh.
And Fake isn't going to peek.
Do you think Fake ever fakes it?
Some might say Fake fakes quite a lot.
Oh.
Oh. We're bad. We are really, we are disgraceful.
We are actually hearing some banter coming in from the hall. I believe we may have upset some of our some of the CoD4 players here at the event. Jermaine pushing forward. We do see moving out onto the bomb. He has got a player just above him, pulls out the deagle. Selvax, on the other hand, has other plans, lands the headshot onto Jermaine. Now Labishmi moving forward, 1 versus 3. The bomb is nowhere near him. Fire coming in from every which direction. It looks really difficult for him to be able to pull back this round. Selvax tagged up, lands a couple of tags onto Replan 2. But unfortunately, it's all in no hope. As it is Fake coming in from the side, takes him out. 8-1 is your scoreline. Massive 7-round difference between these two teams moving forward. And it doesn't really look like the timer that TCM had called was all that useful.
And I can't help but question whether or not TCM have given up. You know, I mean, it sounds stupid, but TCM has sat there thinking, right, well, this map hasn't gone our way. It's a comeback we don't feel we can achieve. Let's just get the next 2 maps. And because not that it seems half-hearted, but it definitely doesn't feel like that timeout was kind of, well, it's certainly not an Nexus timeout. Great spray from Nipaski, all the way from Gerda's putting the fire on, stopping Frost even getting in the door from Bricks, as it becomes a 3v3 with Lieberschmidt equaling the odds. Quickly and very short-lived though, however, as Jermaine gets the frag onto Replan. 3v2, Saras and Salvax? Salvax. I apologise. This is the W that throws me. Still, 3v1, Saras holding A as per usual. And I do hope that plan isn't real. I think it might be. Saras surely going to peek it. Does he get it in time? Oh, he doesn't. Doesn't even get the frag, as that was his hopes and dreams of this round going his way. I can only assume shattered, as he does hit that prone key hard on Bricks. Spots one though, Jermaine going down. Oh, second as well. Hectic falling on top in front A, and now all on Lieberschmidt. And I can only assume that his palms are sweaty. He does not want to let this round go. It looked so. I guarantee he's holding it. Lieberschmidt definitely needs to push it now. He needs to push it very fast. So he does. Milliseconds left on that plan, and that was looking so close.
Really bringing it down right to the last second, or split second even. But either way, TCM grab their second.
Salvax's number.
Grab their second round now after 10. Salvax once again opening us off here, taking it out onto Jermaine. Paradox and Frost are fighting back there, and that's going to be the B side very much opened up. And that's what they've been hoping for so far. TCM come alive as Hectic hits the headshot into Napaski. Salvax and Saruz, the last 2 standing, make that only Saruz. And where is he? He's back A, and once again, hopefully he doesn't leave it until too late to try and defend that bomb plant going down. But his number has been counted, and Lieberschmidt takes out Sarouge. That's going to bring it to 3-8. But I mean, even a 4-8 halftime score,
to be honest, you can get away with. They can probably get away with 4-8. Depending on their defense, I would say it's more than likely that they can get this. They could bring this, at least if not win, bring it back.
I mean, Team ESPC being so aggressive on the defense, don't you really think there might be a massive factor to their attack too, though.
Well, yeah, if you're talking about aggression, that's definitely what ESPC have. I mean, both their SMGs, even though Saras was playing A, he was playing it incredibly aggressive. He certainly wasn't just sitting in the corner and waiting for them to come to him. He was checking every possibility as Replan fails an incredible nade onto Ruins. As finally, ESPC actually are at a disadvantage. Can TCM hold this time? Replan failing to get onto that peak for Bricks as he relocates, but definitely knows that bomb is heading towards the A site. Does hear the plant going down as him and Nipazki begin their journey to A. That fake could have cost them as Replan's now kind of closed in on the site. Fake Smoke coming out, trying to draw their eyes towards mid. Whether or not it's successful is a different question as Replan does begin to push in. No one's watching him. Are they around this corner? They're not. This could be a very easy 1v3 as he pushes up towards top A. Spots one, takes down Paradox. Is there another one around the corner? He's very aware of it. I definitely wouldn't regularly think there'd be two top 8. Still though, makes his way up. No, Lubashmir's on it like Gromit, and that is 4-8. Advantage still well and truly in ESPC's hands though.
Moving on to the attacking side, they're going to be feeling pretty confident. Full round advantage.
And TCM seemed rather calm for that result, I'd say.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I think obviously there is always the presence of the lower bracket, which I think they're well and truly aware of. However, I'm sure the importance isn't taken away.
And they still have that chance to come back. Even if they do get knocked out, they do have the second chance, and that's what W Elimination allows, of course. We are waiting for Jermaine. Here we go, readying up second half of ESPC versus TCM first map. And let's see, where is Mr. Selvax? He has actually got a front spawn. Will he be utilizing it to its free effect, though? Or instead, playing a calm first round. Gets out his first nade. Smoke goes down. He is on a mission to push right through that rat hole. Gotta be careful towards mid, though. Spots one going towards JCB. He's going to carry on pushing, though, not letting that deter him. Now, moving over towards 10. Actually getting caught out by Frost and already utilizing that false spawn that I say false spawn, not utilizing the position he had all that well. And now Nipazki onto Hectic. ESPC down a member over TCM. Froster moving around in mid. Fake tries to find something on the B side. Lubashmir getting tagged up. Jermaine grabs the frag there onto Nipazki. Froster onto Fake. Paradox onto Replan. And that's how it's going to end for the round. And you know, TCM actually really coming back into this one off the... okay, a little bit early. I'll say that.
A little bit early.
Let me hold that one for later. But they did look strong into that one.
Agreed, yeah, no, definitely. And now this is what we call a B push. ESPC absolutely swarming towards that B side. Paradox is a great nade. He's been throwing that so regularly in a lot of games I've casted. Constantly getting frags with it. It's a nade some people don't expect, even though despite being quite a confident nade. Still, TCM take a start off to a good start. 2 frags already. Froster and Paradox behind them. As Lubashmir begins his holding of Ruin. He definitely doesn't want to over peak. Froster is only the real TCM player in danger at the moment. He is on half track. He has got a compadre next to him. As Replan and Paradox exchange frags. Jermaine and Replan going down. Fake and Nipazki. Paradox failing to get over level. Opts for the ladder instead. As Fake does take down one. 4 to go. Well, 4 to go. Sorry, he has taken down 1. It's not going to happen. Froster gets the frag and Fake confusing me there. We have 8-6 and
2 rounds in a row.
You can't say it.
It's a start.
You're still not allowed to say it.
It's a start. Saru's having a fast spawn. Let's see. No, he's actually waiting back. Seems like these TCM nades really are something to scare ESPC into pushing that A side very fast. And now Froster moves forward. He's moving all the way onto their tank. It's completely smoked up. Using this as a very good opportunity. Wow, walks straight into Saru's SMG. Gets his head taken off for all of his trouble. Lubashmir onto Fake. Saru's actually last man standing. Very quick turn of tides, and heck, he's going to deagle him down. TCM now 3 rounds back. I'll still hold it.
One more round.
One more round.
One more round, and then you're allowed to say that they're bringing this back, because it certainly does look like it right now. ESPC faulted in their attack so far. Nipazki's actually opted to take SMG now. That means we've seen our gorgeous Salvax falling back to AK as a double nade falls on A. Surely, if ever ESPC were going to get the bomb down on A, this is the round to happen. Froster to stop it. Not going to last long though as Nipazki on him. Replan following on as well. And this surely is ESPC getting back into their stride. Lubashmir last man standing. 4 remain. 42 seconds and he seems convinced there's one in mid. He's long gone onto the red container. Lubashmir does get spotted. Not going to take anything really with him as he does return to his spawn. making sure it all is well. As 27 seconds are on the clock, he's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants this even a thought of this round coming his way. Not going to happen. Nepazki with the deagle. Great play from him that round. 4 frags from Nepazki. And that brings the 9th round home for ESPC.
And looks like ESPC might want to hold on to at least the little 2-round lead that they have. Of course, any time will tell as we move forward. Going to take it away here with Paradox, who's actually opted for the AK over the scope this time round. Now pushing forward, throws those nades towards MG. As they can be able to lay down loads of firepower onto that mid-house. Lubberspion spray takes down Replan. Paradox has got to be careful. He's got Froster coming up behind him and does not sense it at all. Russell is, sorry, Selvax will be able to pick up this frag. So completely confused the teams there for a moment. He's moving around the back of Albend. So Ruse onto Lubberspion. Back to a 3-on-3. The bomb is down. Now, Hectic moving in here. Will he be able to take down Fake though? Requiring the help from his teammate. Froster goes in. Flies around the corner, takes out Fake. Froster going top. Hectic tackling the bottom, but there's still 2 players alive, and the pass against Ruse working together, going to take it to 10-7 and increase their difference to 3 rounds now.
I think TCM really do need to kind of get back into that feeling that they had the first couple of rounds, really kind of feeling the desperateness for the for these rounds, and instead they're less laid back. Still though, TCM opening up with a great start. Sarah's going down on the push to A. Lubishmir and Paradox playing B. Nothing really to report there. Let's see what's happening at A. Froster, 3 to find on Brick's going to take down 1. No, he's not. Oh, Salvax with scope in his hands, just diving off. Taken down as Paradox, sorry. Salvax did get taken down. 2 of the 4. Paradox, absolutely great play from him there as Replan does take down Jermaine, all on the 2 remaining ESPC to attack this bomb site. 3 TCM players. Fake not going to take, he's taking that bomb away from the A site. Doesn't want to, you know, cause too much hassle. As the spread of the TCM players is actually quite extreme as Paradox goes down. Paradox with an AK in hand, kind of giving up on that scope he had started with, as it is a 2v2, and Fake not rushing or committing to a bomb site at the moment. Chilling in mid, hoping his teammate is going to come in with a frag. Not going to happen though as Hectic gets the frag on A, and that just is the little push to encourage Fake to go to the B site, or at least hunt that B player. He's got plenty of time. He's definitely not going to rush it. Definitely not. As they take their time. TCM not going to give much away. Surely a Fake's going to come down from Fake. And that wasn't even intentional, I'll tell you right now. Menace, stop with the face palming. Oh, the bomb's gone straight down, 44 seconds. No Fake from Fake.
Lubberspion cleaning up Fake.
There we go.
Lubberspion going to move in for the defuse. You can go dribble on your side of the table now.
Oh dear. Why would you come with a name like that? It's just messing with my mind. My brain can't handle the same word in a sentence.
Now only 2 rounds difference. Once again, the thing is that ESPC are still holding on to that round difference. It's going to be plaguing TCM until they finally string together a few rounds. Replan moving forward. Has gone for the SMG, working it off of spawns. Is completely, or not completely, is rather flashed as he moves forward, drops down into basement. And that's really going to throw off Hectic as he moves up. He does get taken down though. And it's Jermaine going top A. He's got to be careful, there are 2 players below him. He drops down onto that bomb, takes out Fake. Goes down into basement. It seems like just an exchange between which player is moving down into basement. Replan with an SMG, of course. Bomb is with him. There are 2 players up in mid. Lubberspion sprays him down, brings it back to 10-9. Closing
2 rounds so far ESPC have picked up on this half, and I can't help but be disappointed. After such a great start, I thought really we were going to see a great game at the moment, and at the moment TCM on a map that they'd started so poorly at are really doing well. And I want to see a one-sided game. Still, let's see what we've got from Paradox. Paradox really dabbling between Scope and AK as Froster and Jermaine pick up the frags. AK working for Paradox at the moment, though, picking up the frag onto Replan. As Nepazki and Saras sit the remaining 2 Finns. Not going to happen. Saras is the last man standing, taken down by Froster, and back to level playing field from 8-4 down. TCM, absolute animals at the moment. And there it is, look at that, straight away as they equalise. We see the timeout come out. I can only assume we're going to see a full 5 minutes from these guys. Look at those smiles. That's a happy team right there. Happy to have made the enemy team come back.
They know that they have made ESPC
Timeout, rather, yeah.
just a little bit scared. Maybe ESPC realize all they need to either calm down TCM or work out a new strategy, and very quickly.
From left to right, should we do left to right, just for those of you that aren't quite sure? We have Froster, Jermaine, Lubishmir, Paradox, and Hectic. For those of you that aren't wondering who you are staring at. So I can't help but wonder, Salvax. Salvax has been playing, I've seen him now with an SMG, AK, and Scope. Did I see him with Scope? No, that was Paradox. So he's basically dropped between the two classes. What's he playing at the moment? Can we try and find out?
He was on SMG for a minute.
Let's have a look.
He's down to AK.
Where is this young man who's did so well? Really, definitely. He's back to SMG, okay. So we'll see how that works out for him when we take back off. Definitely some discussion going on with the ESPC crowded round a monitor.
Looks like they really want to try and sort something out. Especially
knowing that TCM? Sorry, you go ahead.
Especially with TCM, and of course, I mean, they've gained the last quite a few rounds now, and they've really, I mean, the ESPC have only had 2 rounds this half so far, whereas TCM are bringing back, you know, 6 rounds now. So I mean, they've really got to try and work something out to either slow down TCM's round gains, if you can put it that way.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you're right.
Or at least try and find something to counter it completely, which is not that easy in that situation. I mean, it's really not.
Well, I think you're right in identifying the fact that, you know, a constant. They'd rather have got to this way with, you know, going from 6-6 and kind of round for round. They'd feel just this sudden burst of rounds for TCM is definitely, it's a demotivator for ESPC. And I feel that maybe this time it's going to help them kind of forget about that and just focus on 3 rounds. You know, when you say it like that, it's an easy task, especially considering how well they with the 8-4 half. So we'll see how this plays out. I think we're just waiting on Salvax, and we will be back underway. Did I just see him pick AK? Oh, we were just talking about this. We do see Salvax now with AK. It's kind of maybe the implement suggests, a bit of more of a kind of cautionary play from ESPC.
You never know. We'll have to see how it plays out for them. Let's see if they maybe sit a little bit back more, try and get some more firepower towards that A side. It all depends on where he really plays with that weapon. So he has still got AK and has a Golden Deagle to boot with it. Going towards B side with it. As he's going to be the one that tries to lay down some covering fire from top. Runes, it seems like it. Yes, he is moving in that way. The rest of his team all down to that A side though. So Ruse working alongside his teammate. Hectic does take him down though. Lubishmir to goes towards that top 10 area. Paradox has got to be careful though. There is a player just around that corner. Oh, his flash goes out, but just not in time. Salvax grabs the frag onto Paradox. And now Lubishmir has got to be a little bit cautious as his attention is split between the attack going on at A side and Salvax that's now behind him. And he did actually just spot the player that was below him, unfortunately looking away just at the wrong time. Moving over with his golden AK. It is Froster coming up those stairs. Lubishmir is the last man standing. He is looking back to try and find Salvax though. And instead, going to rather try and stay alive. Lubishmir is in a very bad position though. He's got players all around him. Salvax going to be the one that takes him out. 11-10 as ESPC gain their 3rd round this half. And just showing how difficult defense really is for these 2 teams.
Okay then. So let's see what TCM are doing now. Let's see how they hold off this A push. See if we can feel the pressure that ESPC are putting on them as we do go with Froster. Froster on his way towards Market. Nipazki picking up the first frag though onto Hectic. This is an aggressive A if ever I saw one. Nipazki's done great to take down 3. Definitely chose the wrong SMG to follow. Nipazki's doing a great job. Now all on the TCM remaining 2 players. Lubishmir looking for the frag on top A. Bomb's already down though. Fake. 40 seconds on the clock. Paradox starting well, taking down Replan as he brings it 3v2. They're going to have to move. Both of them are around that ruins area. They're dealt across to that A site, and it's not going to be pretty as Paradox has tagged and taken down Nipazki, looking for the 5th now as he does hunt for Lubishmir. Lubishmir in mid. It's very possible we're going to see an ace from Nipazki. We do! An ace from Nipazki. Absolutely beautiful play from him. And TCM collapse. This timeout seems to have done wonders.
Does seem so. Only 2 rounds left in this half, of course, or in this game overall, and this means if TCM, or sorry, if ESPC get it, they will have that map point going on into the second map, but TCM would have been able to choose the map though. I'm very interested to see what they think will be the good choice to allow them to get back into this matchup and take the second map. Just rethinking around front A, takes out Froster just as he stands up. Paradox still sitting towards Ruin side. Might want to look to maybe move over towards that A site. As every single ESPC member is pretty much on there. There's only one in that middle house. So Ru's watching that front A site. And with the help of his teammate, takes out Jermaine. Going to be running back into that mid area, trying to cut off any reinforcements. There is a player on that red container, which is really got to be careful for. Does Sega Labashmir. Paradox, your last man standing. And he is all the way over.
Brilliant.
All the way over on top. Ruins does get taken up by Fake. And that's going to be in a good half. First round, or first map going towards ESPC. And that means that it's now TCM's turn to choose the map.